So in this particular case, I have an environment that I've created with several pieces of site collections. So I'm just going to do a quick thing. Where is that? Okay, so I have a bunch of site collections here that you can see are in 14 mode. You can see that there is one in 15 mode as well, or a couple in 15 mode. The compatibility level is something that we show by default in the get SP site command now, just because that it is such a predominant thing that you might be interested in, that we made sure that it's part of the default set of columns that are available in this command. Now, if I go in to want to upgrade a bunch of site collections, well, first off, I'll take a look at a site collection here. So, here is a meeting site, or sorry, oh, that's fine. It's not a meeting site. Here is a demo site. I made a mistake and created the wrong template. Okay, I'll go to this one instead. So here's a team site, and this is one that's been upgraded. It's 15 experience. But I could just as easily have one that is in 14 experience still, in the 2010 user experience. And if you saw my previous presentation, I allowed a person to go in and click and do upgrade and start doing this process. Well, if I go to do that, then this site collection, it's going into the upgrade queue now. Well, what do I want to see? Well, what's going on in this particular database? So I'm going to go and say, get SP site upgrade session info and the content database. Now, I could actually say a specific content database, or I could say, show in progress and show completed. And there we go. The timer, or sorry, the in-process upgrade picked it up faster than I was able to do this. Because the default is the show in progress, or the default for the show session info is to only show ones that are waiting. So it went from waiting to in progress faster than I was able to take out that command. But there is information on this about, so the most recent one that's in here, the site collection that I just did the upgrade on, it tells me that it was a version upgrade. It tells me how many warnings and errors I've had. It gives me more information about the site. And you can track down to what's going on with this particular site collections upgrade through this process. Now, the other thing I can do is, as I said, I could upgrade all the site collections at the same time. So I could say get SP site, and I could pipe it to upgrade SP site. And there's two types of upgrades for upgrade SP site. The default is to do a build-to-build. The specific one to upgrade to the next UI version is version upgrade. Now, I'm going to queue these only so that it adds a whole bunch to the queue all at once, instead of going through it one at a time. And the thing is, if I try and recreate queue them, no problem. It doesn't make it newer, by the way. Trying to re-queue it doesn't, queuing it isn't going to bump the date to the newest one. It's not going to make it faster. It's just going to queue them all and wait. Now, if I go back to the upgrade session info, and in this case, I just want to show the default. And you can see here's each of them. Here's each of the ones already listed. It's not really nice in this level of display here, but you can see that there is all these particular sites are queued, and you can watch as they then leave the queue. So if I did the same thing where I did completed, show in progress and the show completed. Then you can see as the ones that have the XML session object information, those are the ones that are currently being processed through or have completed. So if I just keep refreshing this over time, as you can see, there was 3 in the last queue. Now there's 4 that have been done. and it'll just keep going through. If I want to eject a particular site collection from the queue, then I could take, for example, this particular site. Just do it this way. Stop. Lots of stuff here. There we go. And then if I say sites demo 7th, for example. Did I spell it wrong? SPC, good eyes. I still do it wrong. Oh, that's why. I did it wrong. This is what happens when you stay up trying to when you try to go over this over and over in the background. It ends up, it bites you. Try to actually demo it. I can't easily show you that that's different, but if you went back and somehow